Hi everybody, I'm Jack Jinseki, and joining me today is Isa.
Welcome. Hello. I'm Isla Labana. Nice to meet you.
Isa, what kind of content do you like to make?
I'm all about art, games, and game development. A little bit less towards game development these days. When I first started out, I was a game developer, and I didn't have a model or anything. But as time went on, I started playing more games and doing more art streams, and now we skew heavily towards art.
Hmm. So, can I just ask, what kind of games did you work on?
Yeah, I make RPG maker games, games in Unity. I have an itch, but I haven't touched that in years. We did game jam type games in like
Nice.
Unity and yeah, and personal development games. A lot of them were RPG maker games. I still make them. I feel like I don't stream it as often as I should for someone who says they stream game development.
Hmm. Uh, so, what made you want to be a VTuber?
I thought it was cool. There's like three main reasons. It's that it's cool. I thought it would keep me accountable for all of my game development projects, but that is a very debatable sentence. And I've always liked watching let's plays and speed paints, and I was like, oh, I can make those. I can make those, but I would hate to show my face. But if you're a VTuber, you could literally be anything that you want to be. So I was like,
Absolutely.
that's cool.
So
Mm-hmm.
basically, what you said was, I'm going to dedicate more time to my craft. I'm going to become a VTuber to keep myself accountable, and then becoming a VTuber kind of overshadowed the other stuff.
That's right. Now I just stream instead of drawing or game development or anything. But it's okay because the VTuber stuff is also pretty fun. So that's
Nice.
all right.
So, do you have any lore?
um, it is going to be in a lore game that lives rent free in my head. But basically, I live in a house, and the house is really, really weird because it shows up wherever it wants.
Hmm.
It's got entryways all over the place. So basically, I could be anyone's neighbor
Hmm.
ever, but like, my house is always just a short walk away, and no one really knows where it is. But that's it. I'm everyone's neighbor.
Nice. And what was the process for creating your character?
It happened randomly, just like streaming happened randomly. My friend, and oh, she posted a meme, a draw yourself in this picture meme,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that so bad, but I didn't have like a VTuber character or anything. But I was like, don't worry, we can make an image on the spot, and so we did. And my thought around that was, we're gonna draw a really comfortable outfit,
Hmm.
that's something that I would wear normally, and we're gonna have fun with it and put fun colors in there, and now here it is, and it's been refined over the years,
Nice.
but it's still got the original essence in it,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
So, what was your favorite moment from being a VTuber?
I think like my favorite, like it's hard to pick a favorite moment. There's a lot of fun things that have happened.
Hmm.
And generally like when we stream, we're just here to exist in the moment. But like I think my birthday stream a few years back was pretty fun. I did like three outfit debuts in the same stream, and so the grinding before that happened was crazy intense. And then we had a viewer roulette so that they can have prizes,
Hmm.
and it was really fun. So
Nice.
I feel like I should do more event streams in the future, but event streams are really hard to plan, and I don't want to ask for people's money or anything. So I'm like, I feel like a lot of people will be streaming event streams and having like viewer incentives that involve like gift subs and bits and stuff. I'm
Nice.
like, oh, I feel like I could take advantage of that, but also I want the community to have fun without needing a monetary price as well.
So, what makes you unique as a VTuber?
Well, I guess you could see my growth through the years.
Hmm.
I don't try to be special or anything. I just every single time I stream, I try to just do what's fun or like work on something else.
Hmm.
But I don't really know myself, so I've grilled someone who said that they were afraid to approach me at first because they thought that I was cool. And they said that they really like how I try new things. And I'm like, that does make sense because when I first started streaming, I was like, Twitch Studio, not even OBS, but like Twitch Studio. And I didn't
Mm,
really want to move, but then I like tried new things. And over time, we got new models and we learned how to do live 2D and
mm-hmm.
how to rig because those are things I didn't know before I started. And then we were like, we're going to learn it right here, right now. And then we jumped right into it. And then we like learned Vroid in like 2 weeks and we went crazy with Vroid. And then we just keep learning new programs and trying them out. So maybe that we truly the DIY experience where you try a new thing and you see if it works and then you implement that on in.
I remember learning OBS. It is an amazing program for what it is.
Right?
I
I just used Twitch Studio for like 2 years and then I was like, you should OBS and I was like, I guess. And now we're here.
and then you learn about and then you learn about plugins and everything crashes.
Right? I got only one plugin, and that is the auto captioner. And it's sometimes it works, but I think I speak too fast for it to work some other times. So,
Mm. So, what do you hope to accomplish through your channel?
well, as everyone does, I have 10 billion ideas that never get made or implemented. But uh, I eventually, at some point in the future, I'd love to make mechanic breakdowns, game mechanic breakdowns. Like,
Mm.
oh, you see this cool feature in this video game, here's how I feel like they could have implemented, like mostly in RPG Maker games, because I know that program well. I'm like, there's a scary hallway in this game that I've played once. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, how did they make the hallway that scary? Like, there's an object that follows you as you walk down the hallway. I was like, I'm gonna try making that,
Hmm.
and I feel like we've made it. I just never edited the clip or posted it. I'd like to make more LPs as well, but I don't read game dialogue out loud very well, so might be tougher. But like art videos and speed paints definitely are things that I'd like to touch upon in the future.
Nice. And who is a VTuber that you'd love to meet? And what would you
I don't,
most like? Oh, what would you most like to ask them?
any one of my Oshis are so cool. I want to meet them and eat dinner with them at some point. I hear hot pot is really good for eating with friends.
So,
So I
oh,
oh
sorry.
go ahead.
So who are your Oshis?
I if you were at my panel and I posted pictures of Hiragiyu,
Oh, yep.
Aqua191V, and Gav's Metal, but also Doppio Drop Strife.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't watch all of their videos, but like I'm like, if I were to meet any VTubers, I feel like those guys are pretty cool.
And just so the audience is aware, I did meet you at a convention actually, where you did a panel and I was
That's
in the
right.
audience.
I was amazed that so many people showed up, but I was like, oh man, am I going to do this right? I feel like I was worried because a lot of my PowerPoint was made last minute, and I was putting in information that I knew. I was like, what should I add here? What would someone who's never looked at this program before not know?
Hmm. So I
So
have this question. I'm going to ask this question a little early. How did you go about creating the convention panel?
okay, so I knew that there was going to be a local convention because I went to a convention earlier this year. Same smaller convention. And I was like, okay, they have a lot of good panels here and that talk about things that people like. I wonder if I should do that. And so my friend told me about a small convention. I looked it up and I was like, whoa, this looks like the perfect place to test my knowledge at. So I signed up. I signed up on stream. So I was like, guys, I'm gonna wait for openings to open, and then I just kept waiting, even after they opened, and then eventually they opened, and then I was like, wait, today's the last day before the applications are due. Let's get that in right now. So we typed up the application on stream, sent it in, and then we waited, and they were like, yes, you're in. I was like, all right, I got to make a PowerPoint now.
I'll tell
So
you.
I oh, go ahead.
No, no, no. You go. You go.
Oh, I was gonna say, and then we picked a topic. Originally, I wanted to do live 2D, the rigging program,
Mm-hmm.
except my little laptop is way too weak. It has no RAM, it has no power. It's just it's it's like a baby compared to my PC at home. So I was like, all right, we're gonna do art instead because art and rigging hold hands a lot.
Yes.
Hmm.
I will tell you after, because here's the thing. I only started going to conventions this year. Uh,
Oh.
my so I went to the Boston one, and
Hmm.
then I decided, for the heck of it, to go to the New York City one, Anime NYC, and
Oh.
then this was my third one. So as you can imagine, this convention was a little bit smaller,
For sure.
just a little bit.
Um.
Uh,
Yeah. So I've only been going to conventions for a few years. When I started university, they had one at my local library that was even smaller than the one that we just recently went to. It was
oh
like
wow.
one room and like about 100 people for the whole day. It was one day only.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was like one room where everything was. It was really cute, and I was like, okay, this is not so bad. Maybe I can start going to conventions. Then I went to a PortCon, which is Portland's
Mm-hmm.
convention, and then I was like, okay, this is an okay size too. I wouldn't mind this size. And then I finally got the guts to go to AB this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I was also there, but we might not have run into each other because I wasn't in costume or anything. But yeah, so I also went to AB and I was like, okay, this is really big. I think that this is the biggest I can go. So I did think about going to ANYC, but then I didn't. I was like, oh, that'd be way too big. It's too much traveling. I'm just a little guy.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing about Anime NYC. It was so enormous. I don't know what the count was for. I don't know what the head count for that place was, but it could have, for all I knew, it could have been 100,000 people. Uh,
Right? It's really big. My aunt goes every year though, and gives me like a poster from it.
mm-hmm.
I think I got like a Berserk or something poster over there, but I didn't look at it too much.
Oh man, I got to show you some pictures because they I saw the artist alley. I got a like a panorama of it, and
Oh my
holy
gosh, nice.
cow! Because they have they had a viewing platform that was one floor
Oh.
above, and so you could see the entire floor all at once, and it
Oh,
was
I bet that was
wonderful.
an amazing. I bet that was like a fantastic image. Like, what a great view, right?
Yes, it was amazing. But honestly, after going to this past convention, all I was thinking was like, I wonder if I could do a panel. Uh,
You definitely could. You could
uh,
talk about your experiences doing interviews. I feel like I didn't have like that was my very first panel. I have no panel experience.
hmm.
I was like, oh, I hope it's going to be all right.
It
But
was great.
yes, I bet like people could give panels on like most anything that they're interested on. During PortCon, someone gave a Weird Al presentation, and that was a lot of fun too. So
I would have
anything,
most
yeah.
definitely gone to that one if I were there. Uh,
Well, next year's PortCon looks to be even bigger than this year's because
well,
they are moving hotels and such.
ah, very nice. So,
Hmm.
uh, what do you think makes a VTuber stand out the most in your mind?
My mind, I'm often on Twitter, so seeing them there is like my first impression.
Hmm.
Uh, I see lots of cool reference sheets every day and lots of cool videos. I really like the music ones. But in terms of watching it myself, I don't really watch VTubers that much,
Hmm.
which is surprising because I'm a VTuber, you know. I feel like there's not enough time in the day to watch everyone that I want to, so I stick to my Oshis. But if I were to watch someone stream, I'd like to see something like completely different than the usual. Like
Hmm.
let's see, a recent one I watched was Doppio Drop Site's 3D debut, and I thought that was very funny. It was
Hmm.
like a whole story and plot line
Hmm.
or something like a Gigi Wooden September stream. If you didn't know that one, it's where she sings September
Hmm.
until September's over.
So
It was crazy.
September, the Earth, Wind, and Fire song.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Just, I bet you could find really funny clips if you were to look on YouTube. It's just everywhere.
So, uh, what do you like to do while you watch your favorite streamer when you are watching them?
I'm a draw fanatic. I only ever be drawing or rigging. I use it kind of like co-working, you know. The streamer might be playing a game, but I got them open on a second monitor so I can work on some sort of project on my first one, be it making a live GD model or, you know, pretending to work on my game development projects.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
Nice. Uh, what advice would you give to someone who wants to be an entertainer?
All right. I'm not personally an entertainer. I'm more like a coworker streamer. But if I were
Mm-hmm.
an entertainer, I would say get a calendar, free calendarpedia for the win. Then you
Mm-hmm.
could write down everything that you need to do. What else? Just do your best every time. Try to come up with something new to talk about each time because new topics are pretty fun. But also, if you have something you're passionate about, talk about that too. Just talk, talk and get a calendar.
Calendar is good. It's a piece of advice that I don't hear for this question very often, but it is really good
Oh.
advice because I've recently this over the past year I started incorporating the Google Calendar thing into my life,
Hmm.
and it has been such an absolute game changer. Uh,
Right?
it's so great for scheduling things. It's wonderful. Uh,
I'm telling you. Then also at the end of the month, you can review what you streamed or what you forgot to stream and
mhm.
what you can move on to next month. It's useful for me personally because I'm an artist who takes commissions sometimes, so I could put deadlines and stuff, or I could say, "Oh, we're gonna stream this art piece today," or "We're gonna interview Jack today," which is on my calendar right now.
And I have your name on my calendar too for this time slot. Uh, mostly,
Right?
yeah, because I got like
Hmm.
I had three. I originally had three interviews scheduled to do this week, and one person had to drop out because they got sick. But uh,
Mm.
you know, I would not have been able to keep up with it otherwise. uh,
Right?
but so anyway, what was your gateway anime, and what drew you to it?
I've been watching anime since I was really, really small. My older sibling watched anime at like anime club. Like there was one at the local library,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the first ones I can remember watching are Fullmetal Alchemist 2003,
Mm-hmm.
Naruto, and Spiral: The Bonds of Reasoning. And Spiral: The Bonds of Reasoning lives rent free in my mind a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, uh, okay. So it lives rent free. I keep thinking about the one song. It's this one anime about like solving why something weird happened. Like this
Hmm.
girl fell off a fifth-story balcony, but she fell onto a truck. Why did she fall? It's because she got new glasses. That's why.
That's
And the railing was weak. And then there's another like I got like two other that live rent free in my mind since I was a youth. I've just been watching anime since forever. So um yeah, I think about D Gray Man a lot and
hmm.
Angelic Layer. I did not originally start out watching like Sailor Moon or anything.
Yeah. Well, I actually I tell people that I phrase it as a gateway anime because otherwise most people would just say Pokemon, and that would be the end of it.
Oh, that's true. I mean, I didn't need a gateway because I think it's just been incorporated into my life so long that I didn't need one.
Hmm.
I've just been watching anime since I can remember.
Hmm.
So my parents put it in front of me.
I will ask this since you did start by saying you watched the original Full Metal Alchemist first.
Yeah,
I'm
I did.
curious. I assume that you have at some point seen Brotherhood. Which do you
I
prefer?
have. They're different anime. Because the way that filler works, by the time you get to it, like the plots are completely different. So I consider them different anime.
Gotcha. I mean, I watched Brotherhood first because everybody says watch Brotherhood first, and then you can like pick up a few extra details from going back and watching the original one before the series
Hmm.
diverge. Uh,
It's true.
yeah. So
Yeah, like
I
oh,
think that most people who watch Brotherhood first say that that one is the one they like better. Uh,
Hmm.
I think it's one of those things. It depends on which you saw first.
Which you saw first. It's true. Like if you were to watch Brotherhood, that's just the manga. So if you're like one of those manga purists who are
Hmm.
like, oh, it's like it's got to be like this, then Brotherhood is good. I like them both. They have different plot lines. I feel like people be like the beginning of Brotherhood is kind of rushed, but that's because it's like there's a lot more to cover now that you got the whole manga series in front
Yeah.
of you, so
Oh,
you can change your
absolutely.
details up, and it's been covered basically. The first part of them I feel is like the same because they cover the same kind of details in both of
Yes.
them because that's the original kind of plot. And then at some point there's like a something happens in the universe where it diverges now. So
uh, I remember watching a clip. I think it was from Gintama about
mhm.
the way that series anime diverges from manga and the way that they do it. Uh, I don't know.
Mhm.
And they talk about like one thing that the show might do is that they'll just go off in a totally different direction because they run out of source material, or one thing, in order to keep up with the source material, they'll put in the filler arcs there. And I remember
Right.
thinking to myself, it's a little strange that animation actually takes less time than the source material. It's kind of
It's true.
it's like that's intuitively it seems backwards, but it kind of makes sense because you have a whole production team working on it, whereas the manga is just it's one guy and that's
That's
it.
true. Yeah, and plus you gotta account for. Have you ever watched the or read Bakuman? It's a manga about manga artists who are drawing for a magazine.
No, I've
So
I've never seen that one.
yeah, so in this one, it's about this guy whose uncle like was a mangaka and wrote Gog manga and then like died from stress and overwork. But
Hmm.
basically, he follows in his uncle's footsteps to make manga, and he's got a girl he's got a crush on, and he's like, one day when I make an anime, I want you to be a VA in it. So they're following their dreams and doing stuff, but it basically they touch upon things like here's the serialization schedules, here's like you can have yours published in this or that and it'll be on this certain schedule, so it's like the process of making manga, and I think that's pretty cool.
Hmm. That is
So
pretty
stuff like
cool.
that. Yeah, even like D Grayman is serialized like once every 4 months or so, I think. So
Also, we were talking about Anime NYC earlier. When I went
mhm.
there, I actually won a because they have like a raffle thing, and you get to
Right.
win special events. And I got to meet the mangaka for Rooster Fighter,
Oh,
and
awesome.
yes, it was awesome, and ev- people showed up in line for to get a signature from the guy, and uh, I was the first person in line who actually thought to bring the manga itself. uh,
Nice.
lot.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is that it must have been like 75% of the people there didn't think to actually buy the book to get signed, which I
A
thought was
lot of
crazy.
a lot of manga these days are published on manga apps, aren't they? So you can have your digital library without having to have a lot of manga around. But I guess if you're like a serious fan, you might definitely get merch. So
Hmm. Well, but the point being is that when I did get it signed, he actually drew a sketch in the book, which I know for a fact he didn't do for the people who preceded me because I actually bothered to get the book.
oh, I see. Yeah, that's pretty awesome though. Let's
Yeah.
go limited edition book on your shelf forever. You might need to
Oh
get
yes.
like one of those display cases for it.
Oh yeah. Anyway, uh, sorry, I just had to gush about that a little bit.
No,
Uh,
you have to.
wh-
You have to talk about things like that.
which, sorry, which anime had the best music?
Uh, Madoka Magica and or Pet Shop of Horrors.
Hmm.
They've got just so many unique OSTs. But if it's like, if I were to listen to an OST, I'd listen to game OSTs because I collect those. But if I were to listen to like an anime OST, it'd definitely be like Madoka Magica's instrumentals.
Hmm.
Those are just every single track is a banger.
Hmm.
And then, if have you ever watched Pet Shop of Horrors?
No, I actually only heard of it at this past convention, believe it or not.
Oh, did you go to Wanna Be an Animillionaire?
I did.
I was there too. But yeah, no, Pet Shop of Horrors is about this shop in Chinatown that sells pets, quote unquote, but sometimes they're really weird.
Hmm.
Like they sell kittens and mermaids and rabbits.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is they got this really amazing OST. So I think about it and I listen to it and I'm like, that's there's just something about this OST that I can't put my finger on, but it's kind of really cool.
Hmm.
So I'd recommend that one as well.
I love when music is interesting and you can't exactly identify why.
Like it's kind of like retro. Like you definitely tell it's like an older track, but they got these amazing vocals too in some of the tracks.
Hmm.
Uh, Definitely good.
Nice. So, if you could go to an anime convention tomorrow, whom would you cosplay as? And
Uh,
and
I
I do want to clarify in this scenario that the budget is unlimited. You look great no matter what you wear.
uh, That'd be pretty awesome. Well, actually, I was thinking of cosplay because I went to Anime Boston and actually went to a cosplay meetup, but
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't in cosplay. But I
Ah,
was thinking when going through my closet because I've cosplayed in the past, and I even cosplayed this weekend.
yep.
I went as myself for the
Nice.
panel. I don't know if like it was recognizable or not, but and then on the second day I went as Misaki Okasawa, who's my favorite character in Bang Dream, Girls Band Party.
Mm-hmm.
She dresses up in a bear outfit for the other part of her appearances. But I'd like 4 set cosplays in my closet because I feel like it'd be easier to keep them updated and or like improve them as time went on, which is Hong Lu from Lim's Company. He's my favorite Scrunglow ever.
Nice.
Misaki, myself, and Chiaki Nanami. Now, yeah, uh, for making cosplays though, I feel like it's tough. Like I used to want to hand sew every part, but now I've learned about the beauties of thrifting
Mm-hmm.
your components. So maybe I'll be updating it that way.
Oh man. So, which game did you have the most fun playing on stream?
Oh, when it oh man, I love gaming on stream, even though I'm bad at reading the lines, which is like half of the battle because a lot of them are more like story based games, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like a VA or anything, so I kind of stumble when I'm reading. We usually play Limbus Company on streams because I can smash the win rate button and
Mm-hmm.
watch the characters do their flashy moves.
Nice.
But I like playing other games too, where I don't have to read that much, and we could just like mindlessly grind. Like I'm kind of into Harvest Moon games,
Mm-hmm.
or story seasons, depending on uh the time it came out, the name differs, but I promise you, I like the ones that are under the one company, not the other one.
What are Harvest Moon games?
So Harvest Moon is a classic farming game. From like Mineral Town to now.
Ah.
So basically, what you do is you farm in them, and you can like talk to the townsfolk and have romances and keep care of animals. At one point they were being published by Natsumi, and then eventually the company they're like whatever, something happens to their terms or something, and then the original company, which was making the games to be translated by Natsumi, split off and made their own localization team and had to rename the series Story of Seasons.
Hmm.
So it's this one game development company made amazing games, published it under someone else, and eventually published it under themselves. So now there's like 2 branches. One named Harvest Moon, which is like the translator company making games, and then there's a Story of Seasons, which is the original company.
Nice.
Yeah,
So,
just a little history.
so now we're gonna move on to the more random questions of the stream. Uh, what's a
Excellent.
song? What's a song you can't help but dance to when you hear it?
I like any Millie song. I don't really dance to them because I don't know if you should dance to them, but like Millie songs are so good. I like eat them for breakfast. I was just talking earlier about how much I wanted their merch, but they're being sold at scalper only prices, and I'm like, oh my god,
Oh
I
dear.
don't want to support you, but I want the merch so bad.
Uh, uh, what's your favorite chill out movie?
Pig Panther too. I'm not chilling to it. I'm using it as background noise so I can keep drawing on my main monitor. It's just background sound. I like Pink Panther too though.
Is
Movies
that?
that I actually
Oh, sorry. Is
huh?
that with? Just to clarify, is that with Steve Martin?
I don't know who that is. I don't know any of the actors' names. I just know it's like
Uh,
it's
does Inspector Clouseau have white hair?
yes.
Okay, that's Steve Martin.
Excellent. Yes, no, I keep it on as background noise while I work. It's kind of like, and then the movie will loop 2 or 3 times while I'm working on the main monitor, but I'm not really paying attention. But it's just there to be company.
And for the record, I do have to clarify because there was originally a series that was back in like I think it was the late '60s, early '70s, and that was starring a guy named Peter Sellers, and they're very
Oh,
different. Uh,
okay.
but
Yeah, no, it's not that old.
yeah, no. But if you ever get a chance, the old series is absolutely hilarious. The one I would most recommend watching is I think it's Revenge of the Pink Panther, but you have to be careful because the titles get a little bit samey, and one of them is very bad but sounds kind of like it. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, because what happened was is that the actor who played Inspector Clouseau. I'm going off on a tangent here, but the actor who played
That's okay.
Inspector Clouseau actually passed away, and then they made another
Aw.
film that was strictly made of just uh, footage that they had got from other movies.
Oh, like a
And
found footage compilation.
yeah, and it well, but they didn't do it like a found footage compilation. They tried to make an actual cohesive movie out of it, and it just didn't work at all. Eh,
Oh, I see.
so it goes. Uh, has a song or movie ever brought you to tears?
Recently, Gigi Wooden's "I'll Still Be Here" is so sad. It's so good, but so sad. Have you heard it?
No.
I recommend it. Oh man, all of Gigi Wooden's MVs are so original. Like I think this was like a clay room with drawings overwards, so like kind of like a augmented reality looking MV, but it was really cute and really sad and I liked it a lot. I like teared up.
Yeah. Uh, what's something crazy you've always wanted to try doing?
I don't know. I feel like going to Offkai would be crazy. I'm like, I put in my calendar as something I'd like to do next year. I'm like kind of scared though because I've never flown alone, and
Mm.
it's like, oh, I'd be in a whole different city in a whole different state across the states from where I live. But I'd like to meet strangers online at a convention, I guess.
It's really unfortunate because for those of us that live on the East Coast, all of the biggest action happens in California.
It's true, but I don't want to fly over there that often.
I
I'd love to meet my friends, but it's so scary over there.
yeah
I feel
I
like the cars are bigger.
yeah, and I like a little piece of me is just like going to California. Going all the way across the country seems a bit much. Just
Right. It's
intuitively, it's just like you know when you want to do something but your body is like completely repulsed by the idea. It's kind of like
yeah.
that.
It's shocking and scary, but like I really want to go and meet a bunch of friends there, but it's scary to like think about even going cuz
Yeah.
oh my god.
I mean, but maybe I could someday. I mean, I went to New York City by myself, and that was fun. It was fun, but it was also very stressful.
Oh, I bet. I've been to the city before. It's the trains, the people. It's like super congested, and everything
Mm,
is so big over there. I'm like, oh my god. At least there's like reliable-ish public transport though, so
yes.
you can get anywhere you need to be pretty easily as long as you know where you're going.
Mm. I was quite fortunate. I only had to take one train back and forth, so it was pretty simple for me to handle it. But
Excellent.
yeah, but I will tell you, that convention center was the most crowded thing one of the most crowded things I had ever seen in my life. Uh, it was like there were places where it was standing room only. Uh,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Yeah, I think AB is the biggest place I could go without being like too uncomfortable. I'm kind of a
Mm.
shy person.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Preaching to the choir. Uh, what's the most difficult DIY you've ever done?
I'm like a DIYer all the time. Oh my god. Hmm. It's like hard to think about because I like do so many crafts. I'm even picking up an embroidery machine.
Nice.
um, do a lot of sewing. I think, but I was going to say like quilts, but quilts are not that difficult once you get into it.
Mm.
Um, definitely like maybe like sewing clothing though. I've made like a hoodie before and now it doesn't fit right. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I could. But even sewing is like you have a paper pattern, you just cut it out.
Mm.
So I couldn't be sure which one's the hardest. They're all pretty difficult, but they're all simple if you actually follow directions.
Yeah.
So, not really like an answer. I'm saying everything is
It's
hard, but everything is okay.
well, it's kind of like cooking, you know. There are people who are saying I'm bad at cooking, and all I can think is, what, you can't follow instructions? I,
It's true.
I mean,
That's true.
I I understand that there are some people. I think it's just that some people are just they like get distracted and then they wander off somewhere and then they come back and everything is wrong. And I think that
Oh,
that's
that's
kind of,
happened.
yeah. And I can understand that. That's happened to me many times. But anyway, uh, do you have any holidays you're looking forward to?
I like any day off. Any day off is good. I don't like think holidays are all that special. I mean, it's like chill to be able to sit at home and relax. So
Yeah.
any holiday is good just for that reason alone. I'll be baking a cheesecake for this Thanksgiving though, upcoming.
Nice.
And then yeah, I don't know if Christmas is so special because I always end up sleeping on the floor. A whole family gets together at one place, and there's not enough beds, so I get to sleep on the floor for a week.
Wait, for a week? They
Basically, for the whole time we're down there, I sleep on the floor, and I'm like, oh
do
my god,
they
my back.
do they have any like accommodations, at like
There's
blankets or
like a mattress
something?
pad, but it's
Yeah.
really thin. It's like the 2-incher mattress pad that's
Yeah.
like 20 years old.
I've always
So
been,
it's
because
not good.
I've wondered about that, because they sell like these air pads online that you can
Mm-hmm.
just carry in a small package and blow up, and it's only 2 inches thick, but people are like, it's kind of comfortable. And I've always,
No,
oh yeah,
it's not.
no.
It's not.
uh, well, enough said. What's a what's a ritual you keep that you appreciate doing?
I like. I want to start a new ritual where I make hot chocolate for myself on the weekends.
Mm.
I sort of did it today. The milk smells kind of off, but if you microwave it for 3 minutes, it should be all right.
Oh,
Don't follow my
oh
advice.
dear.
Or like a nice cup of tea is also good on the weekends
Mm.
before the afternoon. If you have it caffeinated, you'll be all right come nighttime.
Do you have a favorite kind of tea?
Oh, I like trying it. Recently, they were not at AB. They were at PortCon. There was this tea booth that was
Mm-hmm.
making wonderful tea.
Mm-hmm.
D&T. because it's like D&D themed.
Yep.
They even let you roll a dice for a discount, but they have this amazing like tea, like Palace Elixir. It tastes really good. It's a white tea.
Hmm.
Um my favorite tea though is Genmacha.
It's is what?
Genmacha, it's like this toasted green tea with like toasted rice.
Oh, like
Hojicha.
matcha.
It's not matcha. It's like the whole tea leaf. You put it in a steeper and you let it
Gotcha.
do its
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Interest. I've actually never heard of that.
Oh yeah, it's like I have a bunch of tea because my family just keeps giving it to me, but that's okay because I like to drink it. Um, yeah, I like Hojicha and Genmacha, and those two are good. They're both
Nice.
green.
Nice. Uh, would you ever talk to a stranger unprompted in a public setting?
Ah. Right. So once I was meeting with a friend at a park. I pulled into a parking space and like I waved to the car next to me, like hi, and the
Oh
guy
no.
came out of his car and stood there until he had to wait like 20 minutes. I don't know if he wanted to talk to me or not. I didn't talk to him, but I tend to wave to people in traffic and stuff. No one's expecting it.
Yeah. Hmm.
The person in the car next to you turns to you and starts waving hello.
Wait,
What would
wait.
you
So,
do?
so the other person, they just got out of their car and just stood there?
Yeah, they just stood there and like looked at. I'm like, oh my god, I just waved hi. You're scary.
Oh boy. What game makes you the most competitive?
Ah, Billion Road, Billion Road. Have you heard of that one?
No, no, I haven't.
It's kind of like Fortune Street or Monopoly. You're
Hmm.
trying to compete against your friends to see who can make $1 billion first by buying properties.
Mm-hmm.
And there's creatures, there's mascot creatures and stuff, and it's like 12 months in a year, so you get 12 turns before the year cycle's over and you get bonuses and stuff. It's pretty fun. I recommend it if you can get it on sale. It might be on a Black Friday sale coming up for a reasonable price.
You know what? It almost sounds a little like. It sounds a little like Payday.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
That's a very old game. I don't know if they still make it anymore. But basically,
I might just be young.
Well, no, the version that I played was my mom's version, and that was from like the 70s. So it was very very old. Um, what's the weirdest thing anyone ever told you?
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of weird things people tell me.
Oh dear.
But it's okay. It's I could I tell you something that like a Twitter bot said?
Sure.
I've been like Twitter bots come up to me and be like, "Thanks for following me back." And I'm like, "Okay." And it's like, "Do you want a stream thing?" And I'm like, "No." And then I'm trying to convince the bot to want other things. There's a bot on Twitter right now. I just keep sending Miku pictures to. I'm like, "How do you like this Miku?" And then they never reply back now. My favorite bot interaction though is when one of them insisted on making me an overlay, so I sent them an overlay. Would you like to see it if I can find it? I'm gonna try to find it in my
Sure.
folders. It was this overlay. It's very colorful. It sure was something. I'm gonna see if it's where I left it, and if it's not where I left it, then I'm gonna be disappointed but not surprised. But it's this crazy overlay, very colorful. Oh yes, there it is, the troll overlay. Just gonna send that in a Discord.
Sure.
I sent that to them and I said, I'm using this overlay. Do you like it? And then they blocked me. I can't
uh,
believe it. They blocked me? How unkind. I was doing you a favor by making this for you.
don't you like the thing? Don't you like my art?
Don't you like it? And then they
Oh.
never talked to me again.
That reminds me. There
Maybe.
was there was once this YouTube channel that had like all it did was it posted like 5-second clips of like random rectangles in random colors all over the screen, and somehow got like thousands of subscribers on that basis. And I have no idea how it did that. But this was like before procedurally generated content. Uh, oh,
Oh my
man.
god, they got crazy with the MS Paint.
Yeah, they got very crazy with the MS Paint. Uh, so, what's your favorite thing you've ever cooked yourself?
I got a few. I'm like, in terms of cooking at home, I'm like the family baker. So
Mm.
I've made cakes and I like cheesecakes, but every time I make them, something happens. I'm like, oh my god, the tinfoil went in, or oh my god, it got wet. But everyone loves Cheesecake Day because the day before, or like the day I make cheesecake is when I get to stream because I have to wait for that thing to cool.
Mm. Oh man,
So cheesecake is really good.
a good cheesecake is excellent. It's certainly up there in terms of my favorite desserts. Uh, like
Right?
tiramisu. Have you ever made tiramisu?
I have not. That one's like a whole lot of different things. I'm like,
Oh
it
yeah,
would be really fun to make, but I'm looking at it, it looks really complex.
yeah. It is admittedly very complicated, but at the same time, it is fantastic. Uh, and anyway, uh, let's see. You find $50 in the street. Oh, so, you. I messed up the order of the questions. I am
That's
off my game
okay.
today. I
Well, we did jump around a little bit, so
Yeah, we did jump around a little bit, but there's an order to these questions. I'm gonna ask you this one. What's the worst thing you ever cooked yourself?
oh, the worst thing.
Because we have to
There's
contrast
all
that with the best thing. Sorry.
the worst thing, maybe the Salisbury steak I made. It was a little bit blandish, and I realized after I finished cooking it that I forgot to add my spices. And that was really sad. I was like, oh no. No wonder it tastes kind of bad. There's no garlic spice in here.
Oh man. Okay, now here we go. You find $50 in the street. What do you buy with it?
Well, my first thought is, oh man, I gotta save this. But if I had to spend it, there's a lot of games coming out right now that I'd like to get.
Ah,
The $50 is not enough to buy a lot of things that I want, but it can probably afford a good amount of Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time. I'm looking at that right now. Level
nice.
5, please put it on sale. They hate putting their games on sale. Level 5 is the folks who made Layton and Yokai Watch, and I kept waiting for them to go on sale on the 3DS eShop, and they never did.
That's the reason. Oh, what is it? What's the one with all the not Satisfactory, the other one that has all the automation stuff in it. Ah, this is gonna kill me.
Factorio,
Factorio,
or
yeah. Factorio never goes on sale. Uh,
right?
and so I
I
avoided it for years
yeah.
because of that. Uh,
I love games that go on sale so I can buy it at a reasonable price. that I Of course it's probably a reasonable price already. It's just I am like one of those people who are like, oh, it's so much money. I can I can get 20 billion burritos at the same amount.
okay, what game makes you feel nostalgic?
Oh, definitely like I kept my old DS game collection. The first game series I played was like I got a DS for Christmas one
Nice.
year when I was a kid. So like the first Pokemon game I played was like Pokemon Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely play like that or like Pokemon Rangers because I have memories as a kid at going to like places and playing Pokemon Rangers while I
Mm.
waited. Um and then like Rhythm Heaven, like Harvest Moon, like because there's a lot of times where you go around as a kid because your parents bring you places and you gotta buckle down and wait patiently.
Mm-hmm.
So those kinds of games, you know.
Nice. Uh, if you could wake up with one talent tomorrow, what would it be?
I like music related talents. I hum and sing a lot on stream, but it's not good. I know these are things that you can improve by getting a coach.
Yeah.
But if I didn't have to get a coach and I just got really good overnight, that'd be awesome too.
I never hear about VTubers who actually they sing, but they never actually get a coach, and I always thought that was a little bit odd. Like, don't isn't that helpful though? I don't know.
That's true. There's a lot of vocal teachers out there I know because I do art for VTSO, so a bunch of the people in there are also vocal coaches, but I don't know them well enough to ask. Plus, they probably like have lesson plans and stuff.
Yeah, I gotta I would try that. I think I would try
Yeah.
getting a vocal coach. So something to think about. Which decade's aesthetic vibes with you the most?
I don't like the 2010s. I think that's just cause that's what I grew up.
Hmm.
I turned into a bigger person in the 2010s.
So
But I kind of
what sort of
yeah
what sort of style do you associate with the 2010s?
the Tumblr fashion blog style. The Tumblr fashion girlies. I spent a lot of time looking at that stuff.
Hmm.
It's
Oh.
like the galaxy prints and like the fairy core.
Hmm. I I'll be honest with you. I've never heard of that.
Oh, it's like forced fashion, um, like the big fluffy skirts and like they're all like brown or beige or what cottage core. It's basically
Ah.
kind of like cottage core or like the galaxy like prints and stuff like people with like the galaxy print leggings and jackets and like space theme stuff like
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Okay.
That's because I like saw a lot of it. I was like, oh, that'd be so cool. Now I'm looking back and I was like, those prints are kind of like if you have too many prints that are like the same kind of thing but they're slightly different, then it stops being so cohesive.
Hmm.
It's a balancing act.
So, do you collect anything?
I collect so many things. If you saw me at the con, I was holding a doll, and I was the next day there was like a doll meetup, and everyone was holding dolls. So I do a little bit of starting this year figure collecting, mostly Hatsune Miku.
Nice.
Hopefully I'll be able to get Nendroids next weekend though at local anime store. I like to collect merch of my favorite Hong Lu, who was in that bag that I was carrying around, the
Nice.
character Hong Li from Limbus Company. And then
Gotcha.
yeah, ball jointed dolls or mechanical jointed dolls.
Hmm.
Depending on the type of doll, they have different joints, but they're both cool dolls. So
Nice.
that kind of stuff.
Awesome. And my final question for the interview: what smell reminds you of home?
Let's see, like fresh baked goods and like my dog's paw pads.
Hmm.
Like if you've ever smelled dog paw pads before, they got this distinctive like cookie smell kind of.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
No, like it's this sort of bacteria that makes the dog paw smell kind of yeasty and kind of like a baked good, a little bit like a cracker or something like that.
Hmm. I'm trying because
Yeah.
I once had a dog and I remember the dog
hmm
had a dog smell. I just don't know if that was its feet or not.
Yeah, if you find a dog around, maybe like your friend's dog or something, like if you sniff the paws, they got this really cute smell. It's kind of like a cracker.
Nice. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for coming out. I do appreciate it. I've had a great time talking to you. And
Me too. Thank you for
and
having me. And like, yeah.
yeah. And if you're in the audience right now, you will find links to all of Issa's socials in the description to this video, as well as in side chat. Uh, that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for coming out. I was your host, Jack Jinseki, and joining me today was Issa. Bye bye,
Thank you for having me.
bye bye,
Bye.
bye everybody.